doing playing with that lock? Get over here, or I'll call the guards. Are you deaf? I really will call the guards. What are you glaring at? I said come and sort this out.
Let's make a deal.
You were trying to steal from us, eh, fucker? The bailiff will make short work of you. Now pay up.
Hang on. I'm sure we can come to some agreement, yeah? It was just a little joke. It's funny, eh?
You'll laugh on the other side of your face when I call a catchpole.
Now hold on. I'll pay you. There's no need to drag anyone else into this.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we managed to sort this out reasonably. Off the property. Off you go.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. I don't want to hurt you.
So, what do you want from me then?
Lumir asked me to find out what happened to you. He thought you were dead.
Lumir? From the rat house? He sent you?
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
Off the property. Off you go.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Off you go.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed, just for a moment. But I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologise.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favour?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
Farewell, my friend.
That's it. Go now.
Easy, good horse.
Need to pay the tithe.
Hear tidings of what is happening in our kingdom, and a colour.
Whoa, whoa.
God bless.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Grüß dich, was wünschst du?
What do you have for sale?
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Yarka started working for the von Groller family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Groller's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner. Stanya mentioned young von Grolle used to visit her. She said he was quite fond of her.
After a few beers, everyone wants to cop a feel. You have to nip it in the bud without upsetting anyone, because it could end badly.
And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Zdena robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Von Grolle also groped Stanya, and his servant drove her away.
A fucking bastard.
That's more than coincidence, isn't it? It really must be one of them.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you wanna search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
God bless.
Careful.
I've been taking lessons at the Fexile, and I've learned
What?
quite a bit already.
Christ, you can be a real bitch sometimes.
Quality goods. Ghost cheese. Greetings to you.
Show me your wares.
Thank you. And come again, sir.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the Von Grolle family?
Yes?
I've come on account of old Von Grolle. I hear he's seriously ill, so I came to offer my services as a healer.
You aren't the first. Why do you think you might succeed?
I've read many scholarly books,
Name one.
as if you know any of them.
I lived in a monastery for a long time. The titles of scholarly books are nothing new to me.
And then you must have heard of Avicenna. I carefully studied his book on healing,
Haven't read it myself, but some of the brothers spoke of it with respect.
which it deserves. I believe I may find the cause of your master's troubles thanks to it.
My apologies. I shouldn't have doubted your erudition. Come inside. But before you begin your healing, speak to the mistress of the house. She can certainly tell you more about what ails the master. See you soon, my friend.
I've come to treat your husband, ma'am.
Is that so? So Thaddeus has checked you out? Fine then. Perhaps God will finally have mercy on Gotslin. You'll find him on the floor above, in the bedchamber to the left of the stairs. But I suppose you'll first want to learn a bit more about his illness?
Tell me all you know.
It's been a long time since Gotslin fell ill. At first, he just lost his strength and tired easily. Nobody thought it might be an illness yet. Not until the trembling came.
What trembling? Like with chills?
Not at all. At first, his hands started shaking. But over time, the shaking got worse. And he got it in his legs. And the stronger it was, the weaker my husband got. Nowadays, he can't even get out of bed. He can't talk properly either. So he spends most of his time alone. If he'd at least ask God for mercy. But that sinner is not even capable of that.
How long has he been ill, exactly?
It must be years now that he's been this bad. But his hands started to shake earlier than that. God only knows if it isn't from all that endless drinking of his.
You say he drank? Did he drink a lot?
Uncontrollably. But if only that was all.
What else? Did he eat too much meat?
Yes! Yes, a lot of meat.
But that's not all, is it?
That's none of your business. You came to treat him, not to hear his confession.
If I'm to treat him, then I have to know everything.
Fine then. But if I ever hear that you told anyone, I'll have you clapped in the stocks and have your tongue pulled out. My husband's a heathen and an unbeliever who fornicated with every other maid and wench. He even stooped to those fallen women in the baths. Men are prone to that. I know all about that. Like father, like son. And I won't permit this demon seed to take my son too.
I'll cure your husband.
I don't know. In my opinion, you'll be wasting your effort with Gotslin. He's beyond help. It's natural and just that God punished him. But not even the greatest sinner deserves to suffer so long. So I hope you'll at least be able to relieve his pain.
What else is bothering him, besides the trembling?
I don't really like talking about it, but he can't defecate properly.
And how is his stool when he does defecate?
Check it yourself. You're the physician here.
What does he get to eat now? If he's constipated, that might have something to do with it.
The cook prepares his meals. You can ask her.
Do you have any idea what caused his illness?
Am I a physician? Find out yourself.
Well, you might have some idea. Was he injured in the past? Did he lead an unhealthy life? You'll know more about these things than me.
I don't know about any old injuries, but Gotslin never lived in moderation. He drank a lot, and he burdened his soul in other ways as well.
I'll go and take a look at him.
Good day. What would you like?
I came to heal your master, and I'd like to know what you cook for him.
But of course, sir. Mostly light meat, poultry and fish, and then lots of vegetables. One Sawbones already told us what the old gent should eat. But he don't eat much anyways, so it don't make no sense. He told us to give him some wine sparingly, but my mistress banned it.
Which physician treated him? Do you recall?
Some gent called Albeek from Moravia, I heard. He came, looked at the master, and then just told us what to cook for him.
And why doesn't he eat?
How should I know? He don't say a word as the day is long. He used to be very fond of chasing women and boozing, true. But at least he was always merry. Now he's just a grouch. I ain't surprised he don't like his food.
Why did she forbid him to drink?
Master used to drink a lot, and mistress weren't too pleased about it. She says drinking is a sin, and the devil's lure.
Thanks. That'll do me.
God be with you, sir.
I'm a physician, and I've come to examine you, sir. Well, he really won't be telling me much, although it does seem he knows I'm here. At first glance, he's quite thin. I know he doesn't get around much, but this is too much. He's just skin and bones, but if he doesn't eat much, then it's no wonder. It's true. His arms and legs really are shaking. A lot. I don't know why he's shaking, but it has to be exhausting. And I'm sure he doesn't sleep very well because of it. His wife said he suffered from constipation. I'd better take a look at it now. Where's his chamber pot? So, let's see what we have here. Well, that's not much, but his stool is fine otherwise. If he can't shit, the problem will be somewhere else. Just like the cook said, he hasn't eaten much at all. Sir? Sir? If you can hear me, blink once. If not, blink twice. 1, 2. But if he can't... all right then. I won't torment you. I won't find out anything more, and even if I can't cure him, at least I can bring him some relief. A decoction for the pain should alleviate that trembling. A digestive will help him with his constipation, at least for now. But he has to start eating more. I'm sure he's not eating because he's miserable here alone all the time. I'll try to cheer him up, though I doubt it'll be easy. I'll give you a digestion decoction. That should help with your constipation. But you have to start eating again. Drink up. It'll help you. I'll give you a decoction for the pain. It should relieve your trembling, though I can't guarantee it. Here. Sip it slowly, so you don't choke on it. You know what? I know what you need. Something to drink. Here's some wine. You're weak, so nothing too strong. And not a word to your wife. She'd have my hide.
Now you.
Sure. I'd like to drink with you.
Good health.
And especially to yours. I heard you didn't need to be asked twice in your day. Wine, women, and song. Am I right? I reckon you must really miss that. As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing better than getting a skinful, eh?
Yes.
I knew it. I took one look at you and I said to myself, here lies a fellow who could teach me a thing or two. I bet that you know every tavern and every alehouse wench here in Kuttenberg. Your wife thinks this is all a punishment for the little pleasures that men deserve to indulge in. Right? What does she know about it? A bit of discomfort is a small price for some serious fun, right?
No.
But don't you worry. As soon as we get you fixed up, I bet you'll run off to the tavern to enjoy yourself again. That's all I can do. So, how'd you feel?
Son.
What? You want to see your son? I don't know where he is. But I'll tell your wife, and she'll bring him. I see you're still shaking. Sorry about that. But you definitely look better.
Thank you. Son. Where's my son?
Your husband is feeling a bit better, and would like to see his son.
Really? You healed him? Lord, you heard my prayers.
No, I didn't heal your husband. And I'm not even sure anybody can. But he's definitely in a better mood.
Of course. It would be arrogant of us to think we can bend God's will. We are all his instruments, after all. You should thank God, too, that you were able to make my husband feel better. Just so you don't think I don't appreciate your help. Here's a reward.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
And now, please excuse me. I'll go for my son as my husband wishes. I'd be glad if you would leave us now.
Certainly, ma'am. Rely on it.
Take care, sir.
Careful.
What is this racket here? Never mind. I'm going back.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Oh, merciful Mother of God.
What's going on here?
Thank you. Thank you. Now I know I did the right
I'm going back.
Good to see you.
Excuse me.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine. You can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's gonna get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him!
talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me.
Get rid of her. Disgrace.
Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Useless.
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up!
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet start burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who were...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Handel there with them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Handel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Handel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell! All of you!
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight. And what judgment will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen to her.
Don't you dare judge me. Only God can do that.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our Lord directed me. I did it through His will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Put away that knife, Catherine. We'll hand her over to the law.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people. If she's lucky, they'll just hang her. If not, she'll be buried alive.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us. They can't just let her go.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You'll see that all these rich burgher and lords have their own justice.
That won't happen. I guarantee you she...
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff, and you won't be judging her.
She's right, though. We can't just let her out into the streets. She must be punished. And if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right? You know very well who she is.
All right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper away, and may God protect you if they set her free.
Don't worry. I'll take her away.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
And how did it go? Did she try to blame it all on her dead servant?
Not at all. She started screaming how she hadn't done anything wrong. That those Czech whores deserved it.
Fucking shameless bitch. The nerve.
I think it's more likely she's gone mad from it all. No sane person would consider that a defense of their actions.
A sane person doesn't kill random women walking by.
Exactly. And what do they plan to do with her?
They're discussing it, and will surely continue to do so. Maybe they'll execute her, but more likely they'll lock her up somewhere and let her fester.
I told you so!
She won't escape punishment, and won't hurt anyone else again. Maybe she'll live, but now they can't pretend nothing happened.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. The most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumiere?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders, and you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumiere, we shall certainly meet again.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
bless.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I hear you like to play.
What game would you like to play?
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad.
Innkeeper, what's taking so long?
Why'd I even start playing? I hope you don't throw like that again. I hope I'll throw higher. Mother of God, what are you punishing me for? What rotten luck. I won't get that one back.
How about trying your luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
Emperors, and nothing else.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time. My God, what a fuck up! Again, Kurva! That was my favorite one!
I'm sure he just got held up on the way.
Fruit! Vegetables! Good day to you, blood. God bless you, sir.
Show me your wares.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. What would you like?
I need something repaired.
Excellent. You made a fine... What will it be, sir?
What do you have for sale?
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Whether it rains or pours, shopping here is never a chore.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Eat shit! You just... Send people off with your bull.
God bless you.
Greetings to you.
God bless. God be with you.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Get him!
You're no match for that, fucker! It's a wonder you're still standing!
Kill him!
Fuck! Another one!
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad. It's just a scratch.
Papa! My God! You're hurt!
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of a young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavark and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Rutard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. Tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
But we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavark's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavark von Neuhaus. The new mint master appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad, as long as Vavark is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
You'll have to untie your hands then. What should I do?
There might be something. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office was. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake dye. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
Ah, I see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for good. Kind of evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally, my friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right. It's a deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian in Horshan, at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the path of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Get out of my sight.
Quick! Quick! Quick!
Whoa! Whoa!
Greetings.
Greetings to you too!
You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another fat.
You can't just sack me, steward. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is some jiggery-pokery.
Be quiet, and now clear off! You can't just walk around the...
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am? What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Lord Ruthard mentioned something of the sort.
Excellent. Excellent. You don't happen to come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private.
Greetings to you, friend. Excuse me.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corves they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fett was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fett?
Fett's job is to count the corves and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
Pretending to be your nephew sounds like the best option.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion. But to the point, each day 3 shifts work in the shaft. Each has its foreman, or gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko. You'll have to ask each one of them how many corves they mined. Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let you in. It's a letter of safe conduct bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
And what are you going to do?
I'll return to the estate to do my job. What else? I reckon they must be wondering where I am by now. Once you find out how many corves the 3 shifts mined on the Feast of St. Petronilla, return to me. We'll compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
By the way, I've had the honour of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well, well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukhdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing. If it weren't for him, I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Careful.
God grant you help.
Greetings to you.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, Sonny? Can't you see we're Hewin?
Sir Christian of Peacex sent me. I'm his nephew, Henry. I'm supposed to see what the work in the mine is all about.
He's grooming a successor, eh? But you can't just amble around. You'll count your creels.
I'll just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less we gar. But make it snappy, man. What do you want to know, like?
How exactly do you mine ore?
Bloody hell. Have you never seen a yakka graft, did ya? You take a kevel and ding away at the rock till it crumbles. And if you keep ganning at it for a couple of years and don't croak from the stithe, then you'll keel over from exhaustion or get scrushed by the ceiling of the road you're hewing.
I wonder, how much do you mine in a day?
That depends on how much ore you howk out of this or that face. It varies.
How much did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Listen, kidder. Aren't you a bit too curious? Sir Christian himself can tell you how much he's got written down in the mine book.
Uncle Christian doesn't have time for me. You know how busy he is. I just want to know what it's like doing your graft here. How much work you need to do to keep grub on the table.
Aye, kidder. Us yakkers have a tough life, but sometimes you get lucky. It was a good gar on the Feast of St. Petronilla. Our yakkers hewed 36 corves.
Thanks.
Take care.
I'm sorry.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. You gave me a bit of a fright there. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. Sir Christian sent me. I'm his nephew. He wanted me to learn about his job, so here I am. Are you praying? Why?
The day before the Feast of St. Petronilla, a kidder was hawking here. Young jaybird, a young'un, still wet behind the ears. We dinged the berg, set it ablaze, all good. He took a mell, battered the fault, and the props spangued out. It all came crashing down on him. Done him right in, it did.
That's awful. Sorry about your friend.
He weren't just me marrow. He were my blood. I raised him from a nipper since my sister died. He kept begging me to take him on a shift, saying he was strong as a horse. Wouldn't have taken her like. And now, I can't forgive myself.
There's no more pain in heaven. Don't be so hard on yourself.
You're right. I hope the Lord has welcomed the poor lad into the kingdom of heaven. Will you pray with me for his soul one last time?
Aye. I'll pray with you.
You're a canny lad. Repeat after me. Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Almighty
tin,
and
iron,
merciful God,
and
our
all
Father,
ores and metals.
you are the giver
I ask
of
that you
gold,
bless me brother
silver,
who has died in this
bronze,
mine.
copper,
and may
tin,
your holy angels
iron,
save his soul from
and all
damnation.
ores and
Bring his
metals.
soul to
I ask that
eternal
you bless
glory
my
through our
brother
Lord,
who has
our
died in
Saviour
this
and
mine.
Redeemer, Jesus
May your
Christ.
holy angels save
Amen.
his soul from
The
damnation.
angel of the Lord declared
Bring
unto
his
Mary,
soul to
and
eternal
she
glory
conceived the Holy
through our
Spirit.
Lord,
Hail
our
Mary.
Saviour and Redeemer,
Mary said,
Jesus
Behold,
Christ.
I am the handmaid of the
Amen.
Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we...
So, are you going to answer me now?
Aye. Thanks for praying with me. Ask a boot out.
How much do you make doing this?
Depends on how much we hawk. How hard the rock is, how much ore's in it. It's not really worth it, though. Half a grosh and a corf isn't much of a fight.
What is the work of a miner about?
What it's about? It's about you in the face and hauling the ore to the bank in coves. Over and over again. Proper graft, that. Can be real dodgy, mind. Might even do you in.
So how many corves did you mine, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
That weren't a good day. Nobody was in the mood for ganning on after what happened to Jaybird. But even so, we managed to hawk 30 corves.
That's all I need to know.
If you say so, Mara.
God bless. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary.
Blessings to you.
Are you Foreman Samco?
Aye, I am. And who's asking?
My name is Henry. Stuart Christian sent me to you. I'm his nephew. He wants me to learn about his work.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for gabbing. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but minus rules. Then I'll tell you everything. What'd you say?
All right, let's do it. I don't think I've played miners with a real miner before.
See? Kidder. There's a first time for everything. Let's crack on. Let the groschen roll.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win. It's a good thing you don't throw like that all the time. Fuck that!
Great game, Sonny.
Now will you tell me what I want to know?
Aye, ask away.
How much do you make doing this?
Don't even get me started. The chink's bad, and it's getting worse. Half a grosh and a cough is no.
What is the work of a miner about?
Aye, that's a good question, Mara. Mostly about oaking. Any yakker will tell you that. But proper rest is even more important than graft. You're as weak as a midgie without it.
How many cores did you mine on, say, the Feast of St. Petronilla?
I can tell you exactly. All the yakkers were working, and we were getting along nicely. We managed to hulk 34 corves without skimping on hame time. First time in ages, that was.
That's all I need to know.
I hope I helped. If you need aught else, feel free to drop by.
I already know how many corves the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corves extracted. That means 10 corves of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corves must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
That this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Should I go to them and accuse them?
Well, accuse? We want to hear everything they know. That means you need to talk to them. But be very careful. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
We both know something stinks about this. But you're lucky. Sir Christian says if you tell us everything, no one except us will know.
I've nothing to say to you.
We know you're just a pawn. Someone bigger is behind this. We just don't know who it is. But you do. So you should talk.
I don't know nothing. And I've had enough of you. You'll get such a hammering, your own mother won't recognize you. I'll kill you. Enough. Leave me be. I surrender. Let me go.
If I were you, I'd forget what I saw, pal. I could get pissed off. And then nobody's safe from my blade.
Hang on. Leave me alone. We'll forget about it.
Are you going to talk now?
Hey, kiddo. I'll tell you the whole story. Just didn't clout me again. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft. They say he was drunk. But I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Pfui! Wasch dich! Du siehst schrecklich aus.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miners extracted 100 corves of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
Or someone is writing down false numbers and hiding 10 corves.
I do not write anything in the book myself. Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Bit too late for that. He confessed to everything.
Ah, so you know it is not my fault. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret. So just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around, and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then?
But be careful. Buresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Buresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronilla. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
God grant you health.
There. It's better already.
I don't talk to armed strangers. Put the weapon away! A poorly dressed yokel like you should only talk to other yokels. Hail Mary!
Gelobt seist du, Maria.
Welcome. I'll be right with you. What do you need, my friend?
I'll have a look at the wares.
I was glad to be of help to you, good... Sir.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
Good day.
Here we are.
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Thank you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skalitz, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I'd still be interested in buying one. Perhaps I could change your mind.
I doubt it. I'd be a fool to give up a profitable business. But if you like, you can visit one of my operations. I'll allow you that much. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered. The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a hryvnia of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 hryvnias of pure silver per day.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places. Farewell.
Damn it.
Why is this all sticky?
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Good day.
Jesus Christ be praised.
God bless you.
Greetings, my friend.
I'd like to learn a few more tricks from you.
Can I have a few groschen for my trouble?
Of course. Tit for tat.
Thanks. So, what do you want to know?
Could I? Shima.
What?
My name's Shima. You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'd like to ask you something.
I can't talk right now. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you.
Fuck! I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads.
Gegrüßet seist du, Maria.
Well, can you talk now?
Who are you, fella?
Henry. Sir Christian of Pisek sent me.
The steward of the mint? And why did he send you?
I'm interested in the operations of the smelter.
What would you like to know?
Have you noticed anything suspicious at the works?
What do you mean?
Does any silver go missing from here, by any chance?
Why should I talk to you about such things? How can I know it's not a trap?
I'm no threat to you. I won't mention your name to anyone. All I need is for you to point me in the right direction. That's all.
All right. I'll trust you. Listen up, then. It's Volkmar. He's the head smelter. He's worked with us for years. Recently, he bought stables here in Grund, out of the blue. The entire stables. Where do you think he got the money? It's all very suspicious, because he's the one with the best access to the finished silver bars. If you want to find out where the silver keeps going missing, go to him. I'll bet you he knows a thing or two about it. But be careful, and keep a weapon close. People like him can be vicious.
Thank you.
Good day.
Are you Volkmar?
I'm not.
Horseshit. I know these stables are yours.
You must be the snoop who's sticking his nose in everything.
I beg your pardon?
Well, well, well. Don't think we don't know you've been snooping around. We've had our eyes on you ever since you came to Grund. Fortunately, Master Buresh warned me about you in time. Your investigation ends. Right here and now.
You shouldn't have stuck your nose in here, pal. Grund is ours.
Take him down!
Have you gone insane? You want to attack a nobleman? I suppose you have no idea who's behind me. You won't avoid punishment.
You're really a nobleman? But that's... Oi! Where are you cowards running to? Go to hell! Ah, a sword, eh? You won't get me!
Now, spill the beans. You're responsible for stealing the king's silver.
Not me. It's Buresh. If I didn't play along with him, I'd lose my job. All my life. It's true. As Volkmar is my name, I swear on everything that's holy.
Take it from the beginning.
As head smelter, I test the quality of the silver that's been smelted every day. I have unrestricted access to it. One day, Buresh came to me and said he had an offer for me. He said if I accepted, he'd make me rich. He gave me his man to assist me. I'd take some of the king's silver bars and add them to Buresh's yield. The books were cooked, so no one found out anything. Everything was going well, and Buresh was happy. A few weeks later, he sent me to the mines. I was supposed to make a deal with the new foreman, Fett, and pay him off. In the end, I had to force him to cooperate, just like Buresh forced me. Oh, with threats.
Why didn't Buresh take the silver himself? Why did he need you?
The Mint Master's men watch over the transport of the king's silver. They take turns. Buresh had it all figured out.
Aren't you ashamed to steal from the king?
And which king did I steal from exactly? Wenceslas or Sigismund? I didn't care, man. I earned some nice chink, and that was that for me.
Moving on, where does the unreported silver go?
There are mined-out shafts near Old Kutna, where nobody ever goes. Buresh has a secret mint in one of them.
Did Buresh ever mention that Mint Master Vavak was involved in it?
Not in front of me. Maybe his guard, Little Neri, knew something. But you won't be able to ask him anything anymore.
They counterfeit coins in there?
Yeah, I suppose so. But what they actually do there, I've no idea. I've never been there. Buresh only told me about the mint a while ago. He wanted to send me there for some reason, so he drew me a map.
Give me the map.
Yeah, if you take the road to Old Kutna, you'll reach the place where the abandoned shafts are. The entrance to the mint is somewhere around there. Look here. Can I ask you a question? Why are you doing this anyway?
For King Wenceslas. He may be in captivity, but he won't be there forever. He doesn't deserve to be robbed.
That sounds like a noble cause. Well, now you have the map, and since I told you everything, will you let me go? Please? I know I wanted to, but I was just scared is all. Please let me go, please. Stables be damned, just let me go.
I'm quite sure you have coin. So pay up, and you'll be free.
Here, take it all. Thank you. I'll go to Kuttenberg and get fixed up there somehow. And if we meet again, I'll make it up to you. I swear, you're a good, merciful man. God be with you.
Quick, go! Go! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, well, well. Look who's here. I knew from the start you didn't come to the works for nothing. But I underestimated you, an embarrassing mistake. I reckoned you wouldn't find anything, and even if you did, little Neri was supposed to get rid of you.
It turned out the other way round.
Congratulations. His wife and children will surely be beside themselves with joy. What to do with you now, snooper? We could come to a reasonable agreement, or underground no one will hear you scream.
I need evidence that Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus is involved in this whole affair.
The Mint Master? That's not true. Wouldn't you rather discuss the price of your silence?
You can't buy me, Buresh.
That's the wrong answer.
He can't leave him here alive! Finish him!
Take that fucker out, damn it!
These days, no one's ever really safe.
You want to try me? You're no match for us, fucker! You want to try me?
Have you had enough, Buresh?
Mercy! For Christ's sake, mercy!
Underground, no one will hear you scream.
No, please. I'll give you anything you want. Just let me live.
You know very well what I want from you.
But I really don't know anything.
Stop lying to my face. Out with the truth.
All right. The whole thing was Ulrich's idea. As soon as he became Sigismund's Mintmaster, he got cocky and began to abuse his power. He grabbed anything he could get his hands on, took away mining rights from anyone who opposed him. Anyone who wanted to keep his station had to pay him a hefty fee. But that still wasn't enough for him. So he came to me one day with the idea that some of the royal silver might not reach the king at all.
Why did he come to you?
The citizens of Kuttenberg didn't like some blow-in turning up to replace Peter of Pisek, and they were even less happy when he started giving them trouble. He'd have a job finding any allies among them. I'm a stranger here too. I've never had it easy here either. Think what you will, but I like Vavag better than all them Rutards, Piseks, and the other stuck-up mine-owning lords.
What are you doing with the stolen silver?
Stolen? Such an ugly word. I prefer diverted, undisclosed.
Whatever. What do you do with it?
It's used to mint groschen. Genuine groschen.
Genuine? I don't get it.
It's simple, really. Our coiners work with genuine coin dies. We're producing beautiful, new, and especially clean groschen. No one can tell they're not from the Italian court.
So you agreed to help him?
Did I have any other choice? He'd destroy me and find someone else to run the smelting works. I hate to say it, but he knew who to come to.
About the evidence?
Yes?
I need some proof in my hands. Something that proves Vavak's involvement in the scheme beyond any doubt.
And I can count on you to make sure my name is never mentioned? Will you give me your word?
How much will you pay me?
How much do you want? I really can't give you that much. You're skinning me here, but all right then. I hope you're happy and that I have nothing to fear from you. Here's the key to the chest. You'll find everything you need there. It's behind that door, in the coiner's room. The key to it is right here on the table. You'd better not talk to the coiners. They're an odd bunch.
Is that all?
Aye. Everything.
I'm sure you have something else. I don't know what, but I have a hunch.
I really don't have anything else. I'll be on my way. I won't say it was nice to meet you, because that wouldn't be true. I hope we never see each other again.
Likewise. Can I spend the night here?
We're not set up for that here.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
But all I have is an old straw mattress, sir.
That's enough for me, and I'll pay you well. Agreed. I'll pay. Here's some groschen for you.
Thank you, and a good night to you, sir.
Where can I spend the night?
You can sleep above the shed. There's a ladder leading up there, and there's more than enough room.
Go! Ja! Quick! Ja! Go!
Whoa!
You must be the one that Christiane sent, eh? Watch your head, then.
I got the evidence against Mintmaster Vavak.
Really? Let me see.
Here. His handwritten records of the whole scheme.
There are names, amounts paid, mines, smelting works, yields. I'll be damned. This is perfect, Henry. This could wipe him out for good. Where did you find this?
Vavak had a secret mint where coins were minted from the silver they stole. That's where he kept the books.
He obviously had it all worked out to the last detail. Remarkable. Did you have any trouble getting it?
No trouble.
I'm glad to hear it. There's one more thing. Was there anyone else in that mint?
There were some coiners being held prisoner.
Jesus Christ! Held prisoner!
Vavak locked them up there to work for him.
My God! He really is an unscrupulous monster. Did you let them out?
They didn't look like they wanted to leave.
How awful. When you talked to them, did you see a coin die anywhere?
I didn't see a coin die there.
That's a shame. I'll have to handle this some other way. In any case, we uncovered something big, Henry. But I'm afraid no matter what Master Buresh told you at the Mint, no one will believe us.
Well, the books will have to suffice. His name's there.
I hope so. But be that as it may, we know enough. I've been thinking it all over while you were gone. The scheme Master Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus has been running under our nose is incredibly insolent. But it's also one of the cleverest fraudulent schemes I've ever heard of. With those books in Rittard's hands, Vivart won't remain long in his post, and it's now pretty clear who will replace him. And a side income like that could prove useful to many people, if you take my meaning.
I'm listening.
I knew you'd understand. Everything would stay the same. Entering false figures in the books, processing the ore in the works, a secret mint, only there would be a change in management. I'll have to find replacements for Fett and Hammond in the mines. But that shouldn't be difficult. A miner jumps at coin like a dog at a bone.
What happened to Herman and Fett?
Not long after you left, Herman disappeared. They saw him on the road to Grunt, and they found Fett on the spoil tip with a broken neck.
You think it's related?
Who knows? Maybe Herman told someone you were snooping around and that Fett talked. Things like that can get you killed.
Shit.
They're both gone, and now I have to deal with it. I'll have to arrange a deal with Master Buresh. But knowing him, he won't be opposed to a reasonable agreement. And I'll take care of the coiners myself. Nothing really changes for you. You can blackmail Vivek all you want, but keep your tongue tied about the whole scheme. I've got a little something here for you, as a bonus. So, what do you say? All you have to do is nod. Excellent. You won't regret it, but don't forget. You can blackmail Vivek with the evidence all you want, but leave the Path of Silver to me. Here's your secret records and copies of the books from the mines and the smelting works for comparison.
Thank you.
No, thank you. It was a pleasure working with you, Henry. I wish you the best of luck. Maybe we'll see each other again. And give my regards to Sir Kunzling. It'll be a great weight off his chest.